ground. This is Leonard Fournette, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it again with Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Bridgewater. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Shift together here from the D-line. After the penalty, it's Fournette. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Three and a half to go, first quarter. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Now on first, Dixon again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. All right, he'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Fournette, a first down carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on first down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Telvin Smith from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. To throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throw here. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Calais Campbell with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. What a spin. Oh, able to avoid him. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down. And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll drop to throw. eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Fournette running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Again, it's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
That is right. Hurry up, here we go. Back there in Philly, here we go.
They'll set up a throw, letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start second half.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action. Bridgewater. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
It's caught outright by Graham, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a big play there for the Jets on third. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for a Noon. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Quincy Noon with the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Green 39! No, check, Patriot!
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Get ready! Way 90! Way 90! Tiger! 36!
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go. Detroit. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And the Vikings have scored again to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, it's Dixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. 3-19.
Halfback sent in motion.
3-19.
Out of the gun now on third down. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Jordan Leggett the target there. And it's 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. And able to find Graham, complete. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. They go play action here on 1st down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. Hey.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Play 90. Play 90.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And some space here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Third down, here's Dixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. Over the middle. It's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Darren Lee in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
Skateboard.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me.